Today we're going to put in a O2 Bung sensor for fuel injection. This is the exhaust pipes coming off of the headers. We had to kind of modify them to fit. We changed from manifolds to headers, so we kind of welded in some pieces here. But what I want to do is I want to put in the O2 sensor. It's carbureted right now. Highly likely it's going to get fuel injection, but I'm going to just put it in now. The sensors, or the little bung that goes in there, doesn't cost very much. And it's a lot easier to put it in now and then not have to worry about it later. So here's the bung that goes with it, and it comes with a plug. So you can weld it in and then put the plug in place and drive it like that. And then it's like there's nothing even there. And then if I decide to put fuel injection, I just take this plug out and put in my O2 sensor and it's ready to go. So we measured it on the car, and this is the spot where I want it. You don't want that sensor coming off to the side, or you don't want it straight up. So it's canted just slightly. We're going to put it right there.
I'm using a step drill to drill my holes. I can drill the hole and then see if the bung will fit.
What I want it to do is sit down in that little groove right there. And there we go. Just got a couple little burrs.
So I'm using a rat tail file to remove them.
So here's the bung, here's the hole. You can see how it fits in and touches the pipe on both sides, here and here. There's a little gap here. That's because the pipe is rounded and this is flat. We're just going to weld that, and then we'll fill that with Weld 2. And there we go. And that's going to be the position of it. We're going to weld it in, and then we'll dump out all the shavings that are in there, and we'll paint it all up and then install it in the car. Now when I weld this on, I weld it on with the plug inside of it, because you can have weld splatter. It's unlikely because we're going to weld that here, but you can have weld splatter get into your threads, which we don't want. Or you could have the heat from welding warp this where this won't fit anymore. So we're going to put it together and weld it in just like that.
When you're doing your welds, they need to be airtight. You can't have any gaps in them or anything that will allow air to get in. The O2 sensor reads the exhaust coming out of the engine. If additional clean air is allowed to get into the exhaust, the O2 sensor is going to read that, and that's going to affect the tune of the motor and cause all kinds of tuning issues. Here I'm cleaning the welds, and I'm inspecting them to make sure that there's no areas where air can leak in.
Alright, so our bung is welded in. And we got good solid welds. We won't have any leaks.
And this is the exhaust pipe put back into the car. And you can see the position of the bung and where the O2 sensor will mount. There's plenty of room around the transmission and for the O2 sensor and its related wiring. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.